Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to Worldwide Technology Raceway. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. I want to thank you all very much for tuning in, and we're going to be in the number one Corey Bush for Congress Chevrolet Camaro SS. We're at Gateway, my home track, 60-lap race. We've got two sets of tires in the pits and the A-fixed. Let's go get qualified here. So yeah, for A-fixed, I should maybe start doing this, just run down what the rules are for the series at the beginning briefly. With A-fixed, it's a fixed setup series. Cautions are, full course cautions are in effect. One attempt at a green-white checkered finish, and a tire limit of 3 sets of tires, which means that there are 2 tires in the pits.
Green flag.
Well, that was sloppy, and I just hit the wall. So we're just going to throw away 3 and 4 here and focus everything on getting lap 2 correct. Try to get a big run coming off 4. I don't feel like this is going to be a very good qualifying attempt, but we'll see how 3 and 4 works. Wasn't real happy with that 1 and 2. This is going to be in the 9s. Yeah, that's not a good lap. Second quick. 7s is a solid lap for me. That's what I should be running. And a 6 is like still what I want to get to, but like I should at least be into the 8. 909 isn't bad. Whoa! Yep, see? That guy throws up a 6, which means that we're going to restart. We're going to start this race from the 3rd position. We'll have 60 laps. Well, from the 3rd position, assuming no one else jumps up there with a better time. Yeah, fixed setup means you can't adjust anything on the car except for the steering ratio, the steering offset, and the brake bias. And the brake bias is really the only thing that will actually affect the handling of the car. Everything else is driver preference and driver comfort. Doing all right, G. Benson. Can't complain. How you doing? Or I shouldn't complain. I have no right. I have no agency to complain. Had a good life. Learned a good life lesson this week? Talk to me. What was it?
Thank you.
16-1 saves. So the reason that 16-1 can help you save tires is that it makes the steering box slower. So any movement that you do with the wheel turns the tires less. So what the end result of that is that as you have little micro movements in the wheel, those cause less movement in the tires and wear the tires less. It allows you to be a little bit smoother. So that's why it saved tires. It doesn't actually make the tires wear less, but because it's a slower steering box, it can mean that your movements are less severe and cause less wear on the tires, if that makes sense.
All right, fellas, it's been a long week, but I think we're in store for a great day today. It's going to be a lot
Someone's
of fun.
been watching the
Got a lot of
Shelled
race
House
cars
Tips
to
and
pass,
Tricks
got a
videos.
lot of great fans in the stands.
I pledge
everybody back home
to
watching
be
this on
a
television.
good sport, whether I win or lose, to know that people online are real people and my words have real impact, to set a positive example with my behavior, to speak up against discrimination, hate speech, harassment, and abuse, to show integrity by honoring the rules, my opponents, and my teammates, to stop, listen, and reassess if I'm told that my words or actions are harmful, and to respect others even if their sincere opinions are different from my own. Exclamation mark GLHF in my Twitch channel chat. Link in the description below this video.
Hey, nice pull run, Jack. That was a quick lap.
It actually makes your steering more precise,
Thank you,
but
man.
less snappy. So on a really short track, like Martinsville, where you got those tight hairpin corners, I want to run a lower steering ratio because I really need to crank and snap through those hairpins.
You have two additional sets.
Good luck, everybody.
This race. Be smooth and have a good run.
You know, I'm trying to think of an analogy, but you guys ever play those old darts games on PC where you'd have like the little bar, one that went horizontal and then one that went vertical, and you had to kind of time the presses? If those bars are moving slower, you're able to be more precise and accurate with where they hit. If they're moving faster, then you have to then it's harder to time exactly when. But you know, you can throw more darts in a shorter span of time. That's sort of, if that visual works for you in your head, that's kind of similar to how a steering box works. Because you've got finer detail in your movement, but it actually takes more turn in your wheel to get a really tight corner. I wouldn't want to run a 16-to-1 steering box at Bristol, for example, because those corners are so tight, you'd have to be way yanked over. You end up hurting your shoulder doing that for any number of laps. Never let your heating fuel run out completely. Yeah, that is a good life lesson, G. Benson. 10-4 on that. All right, here we go. Race time. Focus.
Thing tonight, boss man. Be ready.
Good jump by the 4. We got a good jump on the 2 here. We're going to be in second, potentially, as we head down into turn 1.
Outside. Still there. Clear. Clear. Outside. Clear. 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 Inside. Cars out. One thing for sure. Everybody on the racetrack.
2, I'm sorry you got caught up into that, man. I got drilled going into 1.
Closed. All right, we need to be behind at 4.
That's not how we wanted to start the race.
5 car thought he was going to win the lap in the first fucking corner.
No, man, everyone started checking up right in front of me.
There's a corner there, dude.
Yeah, I was already slamming on the brake, like, as soon as you cross the start finish line, and everyone's checking up.
Go ahead, Corey.
I gotta see the replay. 15, can you check my right front?
All right, so we're going to have to come around the 15.
It doesn't look too bad, man.
4.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't think I hit anything too hard. Again, apologies for anything that I did wrong that caused that to be worse than it was. I was sideways and just trying to keep it straight. 2, you definitely didn't deserve to be caught up in that.
Yeah, John, your front end doesn't look too bad.
5 car landed on top of my hood, so I'm interested to see what the repairs are on this, but we'll see.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I hit the brakes too early, but I thought that was about right for how low I was having under in the corner there on the inside. I was actually worried that I might have hit the brakes too late and I was going to wash up, being careful about washing up into the 2, and then I just got hit.
Hey, John, would you be willing to check my right side for damage?
Yeah, come pull up on the inside.
Behind the 4. All right, you're going to have to come around at 14.
Yeah, you've definitely got some right front damage, but it doesn't look too bad. I would
All right,
estimate
buddy.
about
Line up
that
behind
looks
the
like a
door.
20 to 25 second repair job.
Alright, thanks. I figured I'd stay out since it was so early and try and see how much speed is in the car still. Hate to give up this track position.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't pit for that. I was able to keep pace with the leaders a couple nights back with like 40 seconds of damage here. It's like Darlington.
Pit road is
It'll hurt you a
closed.
little bit, but you can definitely still make time even with a little bit of damage.
Sounds good. It's a good sign.
Hate starting a race like that.
Yeah, it could have been worse, so I'm glad that it's not too bad.
How's my rear end look?
Sexy. No, I'm just kidding. It looks good. I don't really see any major damage. It looks pretty good to me. Let me check the
They could be
wrinkles
lining
here.
up
Yeah,
behind the
good,
door.
from what I can see. Maybe just a little bit wrinkled, but not much.
Good deal. Yeah, I don't have engine damage, so should be able to still be fine.
You sure you ain't looking at my wife's rear end?
Ha! I think I'd get in trouble if I did that.
Well, you were describing it.
Oh, lordy.
I had to look to make sure she wasn't around
Really
when I
don't
said
need
that.
anything too exceptional. Just a nice smooth pit stops, good smooth driving. It's a great spot from up above.
I think it's fine as long as you're not talking about someone else.
Gonna be on the outside here on the start. Make sure you're getting that top groove cleaned off up there.
It's always a risky power position.
So if I'm idling at 1987 RPMs, I'm slightly down on power, right?
Yeah, but only slightly. 2000 is what you start at.
Double check your steering wheel. Good look at your seatbelt, or
Yeah, I
double check
remember
your
that
seatbelt.
from a
Good
different
look at your
race.
steering wheel.
Alright,
there,
good
make
deal.
sure everything's okay. Got some fun.
Alright, so Thomas, I'm gonna go as hard as I can, but I do have a little damage, so it's to be determined whether my car will be slow or not.
Pace car's off. Big man, do your job. Green flag.
All right, got a good restart there. We're clean.
Good job, good rhythm. Better roll through the center. Oh, you're gonna get him. Come on, come on.
Now let's have just some laps. That's what we want to see. That's not what we want to do, though. That actually didn't hurt his exit as much as I thought it would. Washed way too much into 3 there. Come on, John. Get in your rhythm. It's been a sloppy start here.
Caution.
Another yellow.
Save a little fuel.
Still too early to pit.
Christine, get that toy from that guy so he quits bothering me. I'll sign it here. Closed right now. I think we should be behind the door. I didn't hear pits were open there, Earl. Did you say it? I did, man. I got it late too. 10-4. May have been somebody else talking to me.
Oof, yeah, it is an expensive lesson to learn, G. Benson.
Checking up industry.
Coasting.
2. Got the lucky dog. Coming to the outside lap car. Lining up behind the pace car.
Two
How much
back
to
on
be
the lead
behind
lap.
the two?
Or no, not back on the lead lap. He was 3 laps down. Well, we know Jack's got speed. He showed it in qualifying, so we got our work cut out for us to try to get around him and get the win.
Alright, so I have a question about pit road entry here. The other day when I was racing, we were kind of coming into pit road on the access road, and then when we got to the end of the access road, right before the start of the actual pit lane, a couple guys ducked out. Is that allowed? Like, are you allowed to do that? Like, where is the actual commitment cone on this track?
Closed.
Entering 3. Those guys probably got black flags for that. That's an illegal pit entry.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. They were like, they were both doing it, so I just didn't know for sure. I figured I'd ask just to make sure that I understood the rules. Not that I was wanting to do that, I just wanted to know what the rules were. Thanks.
Yeah, I think the penalty for that is end of the longest line, so if they already knew that they were going to be starting in the back from fixing damage, that might have been it. The other thing that you do have to watch when you're going down that access road is because you're taking a shorter line through 3 and 4, you need to be really careful and make sure that you don't advance your position while you're down there and pass someone who's staying on the track who's supposed to be scored in front of you.
Okay, and so once you actually enter the pit lane, then that no longer applies, right?
Yeah, once you've entered pit lane, then you can pass people, assuming that you're maintaining speed limit. So yeah, like if someone's going 40 and the speed limit's 45, you're perfectly within your rights to drive around them at that point.
Okay.
Now, one to go. Got a good copy back there? Unfortunately, you're going to be on the outside. But nice deep breath here. You're ready to go.
Thanks for that follow, much appreciated. Welcome to the family.
Space car's off. You ready? Green flag. The road is open, I think.
Core's getting better exits than me right now. Did a better exit that time than I did last lap. Slid a bit high in 3 and 4. Might have been able to gain like a half a tenth there. But he still recovered the corner and got a good exit. That time I didn't have a good enough exit. I was still slower than him that lap. He's quick. Better through 3 and 4 than him that time. A little bit closer. That felt like a good turn 1, but again, I think he got a better exit off 2 than I did. Laps in the books. That draft down the straightaway. That's a pretty solid exit off 4. I think he gained on me that lap. We're running pretty close to identical times. He was quicker. The last lap I was quicker than the lap before. That was definitely not what he meant to do in that corner. That was a slide. So we did gain a little bit through the center of 1 and 2 there. He really didn't slide it too much, though. He caught it pretty good. I think we gained that time. We might have gained a little bit of time in coming into 3 that time. Seemed to get closer. Man, he's running pretty clean again. I'm kind of just, I'm trying to work something, but I'm sort of banking on him making a mistake at this point. Or, maybe wearing out his stuff. I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong on corner exits here.
7 go low.
Every time we exit the corner, he seems to be pulling away from me a little bit. I don't know if that's the aero damage coming into play that I've got.
No problem.
But he does seem to be getting better exits. That time, I think he got the wall. Just a bit, not much. Might be enough to throw him off in the next corner, though. Getting closer. That's halfway right there. The spotter's not going to say it's halfway until we complete lap 31 for some reason.
Good up, my man. We're only halfway. Inside. Clear low.
Sorry, man. Did not mean to touch you there.
Yeah, good, dude.
Both saved it. Like, as soon as I saw him get sideways, that was why I spun, is I'm like, I'm getting on the brakes and I'm not gonna pass him like that. That's, let him gather it up. Let's get back
Yeah, John,
after.
sorry about that. I tried to break over because I was getting tired. Thank you for not completely wrecking me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I about wrecked myself. I'm trying to make sure that I'll let you have time to gather it. That's not how I wanted to do it for sure.
Yeah, my teammates watching the stream, that's their thing. I appreciate it, man.
10-4, good deal. Hi, teammate. Come on.
Outside. Still out there. Door outside. Still out there at the door.
Got to get back to second here.
Clear. Outside quarter. Clear.
Don't bring out the caution. Don't bring out the caution. Actually, I don't know if we want a caution or not. I don't know if our tires are better or worse than Jack's. That's basically what it comes down to. Is like, if his tires are better, I want a caution. If my tires are better, I don't want a caution. I feel like we're quicker right now.
It's good, man. You got your rhythm there. Like it.
Whoops. That was too aggressive on exit. Almost. All right, John, discipline. Be smooth. Been faster than the 4. The last few laps before that slide. Rear tires are really getting dicey. He's starting to slide on exit. Stay disciplined with the throttle. Get good exits. Just slowly reel them in. 22 laps is plenty of time to run down a gap of less than a second. Or exactly 1 second, which is what it is now. Just stop making mistakes. Let him make some. I mean, I've definitely got damage on the right rear now, too, after backing it into the wall like that. So, you know, we've got more damage than we had, which is not good. Oh, there's a slip by him. That's what we're looking for. I keep running good, clean laps. If he slips, we can gain. Impossible to drive the car faster than its limits. Racing is a game of driving the car right at the limit. Whoever can get closer to that consistently, that's how you're going to be better. You cannot drive the car any faster than its absolute grip limit. No, Colonel Panicked, I won't be running. I didn't end up with a team for Daytona this year. May run some of the other enduros later in the season. We'll just have to see how, you know, my schedule and my preparation for those races ends up panning out. It's just a little bit quicker than me that last lap. Got a better 1-2 than I did the previous lap there. Looks like he also hooked up his exit better. Just focus on my line. He's going to do what he's going to do. $17 to go. Gap's at 0.7 of a second. Now it's down to 6/10, so we have gained a little bit. A little bit slideways coming out of 2 that time. Looked very sideways coming off 4 there. But I mean, he continues to be digging out those exits really well, and he didn't lose any momentum with that slide. Maybe lost a little bit of rear grip in the tires that could hurt him in the future. Doing 60 laps on the same set of tires here, they'll be decently worn at the end.
Devin, I'll let you by.
We're within half a second now. He's trying to chip away at it. Only the last lap matters. It's all about who leads that last one. Got the wall a little bit there.
Go ahead, Zach. I'm not gonna fight you. You're faster.
We're within 3/10 now. 11 to go. Still getting loose on exits, but, you know, also is digging more out of them than I am. Pulls away again with that better exit off 2 than I got. A little bit better though on my end through 3 and 4, so
Keep it up, my man.
basically
About 10 laps to go, I think.
netted out even for that lap.
Just trying too hard. Sorry if I fucked anybody up there.
I got a better exit off 2 that time. Stay right with them. Gonna try to gain through 3 and 4 again. By gain, I mean hopefully my line continues to be a little bit better than his. Just try to inch a little bit closer each lap. Only 9 to go. Laps are winding down. He's doing a big diamond through 1 and 2, which definitely helps him get that exit, but sometimes I'm able to roll the center a little bit, and his exit doesn't always make up for what I get on that tighter line. Definitely gained that lap. Oh, he got loose. But, better exit than I had. He pulls away. Damage on his rear end right there? I did that. That was me. I didn't mean it. All right. Faster that lap. Time's running out. We're going to only have 5 to go here. Five to go.
5 laps to go this time.
There's going to be 3 to go. Two tenths. I think I just blew it. I sent it in there way too hard. Dang it. That's 2 to go.
2 more, let's go.
Yeah, just threw it away right there. We're gonna have 1 more lap, but we just gave up everything that we had gained on the previous laps. So
1 to go.
last lap, we're way too far back to try any kind of move here. Nice win, man.
Thank you, man. That was a hell of a battle with you. Thank you.
Yeah, man, real good job. You drove a great race. I made some sloppy mistakes trying to get around you because you're driving so well.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I'm a real big fan of you and your stream, so it means a lot.
Nice 1-4.
Thank you, man.
Oh, well.
Congrats, Jack.
We'll get a win one of these days.
Thank you, man.
I'll take a second, though, as bad as I've been doing lately. At least is a good finish. Especially as sloppy as that was. I could have been wrecked like 3 or 4 times in that race. Boy. Let's take a look at that start. mean, you can see that the 5 really did just miss his braking point there. First off, he's looking like he's going to try to go 3 wide, and then you can see his trajectory, like he's never making that corner. He's going to slide up because he went in too hard. Got into me. That knocked me into the 2. That caused a big wreck. Didn't have a ton of damage there. Let's see, where was the... Here we go. I get him. I slide up. I really didn't hit the wall too hard there. Oh well. That was a good race by Jack, man. He drove a great race. Yeah, I'm going to run Xfinity again. We ended with time. All right, second place, 128. Losing safety rating because too many incident points. Didn't mean to get a 4X there at the end. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Really appreciate you. If you like the video, please do click that like button. Hit subscribe. Head over to twitch.tv/John_A__Theodore. Click the heart to give me a pal. Thank you very much. Peace out. Congrats to Jack. Good race.